because she's just very loud, I should say. There's times where
he went there.
Loud.
Yeah.
Yes, but she can't please you the way I'm pleasing you, so she needs to stay out.
Period.
And you need to tell her.
Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good. So today we're here to react on Blue Therapy again. We reacted on the first and the second episode, guys. Right. And we actually did it in 2 parts. So if you want to watch that, make sure you watch part 1 and then you watch part 2. Okay, this time we're gonna do the whole thing into this video. We're not gonna do part 1 or part 2, okay?
No.
So now you guys can enjoy the full thing.
Straight
so
up.
Make sure you watch till the end and just enjoy this with us, okay? So for those of you who don't know what Blue Therapy is, it's basically like a therapy session for couples, isn't it?
But it's a blue one.
I know. Why Blue Therapy? Like such a random name,
it's
isn't it?
The blue one.
They just come on this thing and they just talk about their problems and issues they have, and the one we were watching was getting interesting.
That's right.
Do you remember? It was about like social media,
call and all that.
Yeah. And what else?
She's not allowed to go to his workplace. He's always outside spending money that they cannot afford.
And then the other couple, remember those two?
Oh, what you call him again?
You need to take me on a date.
Oh, take me on a date.
You need to buy me this. You need to buy me that. My mom. I'm like, yo. So you guys, it was just a lot of things happening, and a lot of these things actually happen in real life in relationships.
Yeah, you say a lot of things like this happens in relationships. So does it happen in our relationship? I'm not saying the way they treat each other or whatever. I'm saying the issues. Yeah, some of the issues that goes in there.
Well, yeah, we do experience some of these things that they talk about, but it's just all about understanding and coming together. That's how I feel. And what relationship doesn't really go through any of these?
It's true, I agree with you. It's not about what happens. Well, it's about what happens, but a lot of times it's not about what happens. It's about how you reacted.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe let's say if your partner complains about something, it's about how you listen to that person to understand their feelings.
Yeah.
But if you can't understand, then let's get it.
Fire. So guys, let's get right into the video.
That's right.
Obviously, you know, when things get a little bit heated, it's always very difficult, but thank you for coming back in. Now, I just want to go back. I've written in my notes here. Can I find out a little bit more about your family history?
Well, certainly. So I've got 3 sisters. My mother and father, obviously I live with them. I've been brought up by very, very strong women. So dealing with Deborah is not a problem. I believe she's actually a strong woman. That's part of the reason why I got with her. Obviously I'm Ghanaian as well. I'm really traditional, but there is some modifications because I was born and brought up in London, so.
Has Deborah met your family?
Do you know?
That's the problem.
But yeah.
And why's that, Jamal?
We've had this discussion before, so I feel with Deborah because she's just very loud, I should say. There's times where
he went there.
Loud.
Yeah, loud. I feel like there's moments of times where you can have to balance your place in terms of being loud and then being quiet. And I feel like at this current moment of time, I don't think she'll not exactly clash per se with my parents or my family, but I feel like there's things that she kind of has to show.
But what are you worried about?
I just want to make sure that she gets it right. I feel like my family mean a lot to me.
And mine don't, because you've met my family. Jamal has met my family.
What do you think? What do you think about this one?
They've been together for a year and she still hasn't met his family, so I kind of feel like that could be a bit weird. And as a lady, it may make you feel like he doesn't value you. You know, like why am I not meeting your family? But yet again, it depends. Like I understand some people may want privacy. Like maybe if you brought like 2 or 3 different girls and he met this one. Is it his 4th relationship?
His 4th relationship.
Yeah, so you don't want to bring like 4 girls every time, not knowing that it's actually gonna work. So that could be the case as well. You know, what about you?
I think that I feel the same. I feel like if you want to meet his family, then yeah. But if you don't feel like taking a girl to meet your family because she's so loud, or if she's a bit loud, and you guys have been together for a year, then I think you are wasting your time as a guy as well.
Yeah, I mean, you knew she was loud when you got with her, right?
It's been a year. If she's gonna change that loudness, she was gonna change it. I don't know. That's what I felt about it.
Right.
And because why am I saying that? She's putting pressure to see a family. Now you feel like she's not ready to go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's causing conflict. Let's get it.
Jamel has met my family. He met my family, I'll say like the first 3 months in. Like, I don't really understand. He seems to be really particular about his family. Like, we all have family.
Yeah, I get
You've met my family, and if you're trying to take me seriously, then I'm not really understanding
let me reassure you something.
why.
Understand this. This is my 4th relationship. I don't want it to go even further. So I want to make sure that when you come and see my family, it's prim and proper. I'm not here to be doing dibble dabble, bringing new girls here.
We've been together for a year.
Yeah.
Surely I should have met your family by now. I'm not being funny, but
She's right
Jamal has never seen me in a situation whereby I have to calm myself or like in a situation with a parent or a family member. So I'm not really sure where he's getting the fact that I'm going to be like super loud or disrespectful. I 100% think he's making excuses. I don't know why he doesn't want to bring me around his family, but it's definitely shady.
Is this a problem for you?
100%. It makes me feel like he's, again, not serious and trying to keep me away from his family. Like, everyone's family is important to them, and that's why, because I knew that, you know, Jamel's the guy for me, I made sure that he met my parents 3 months in. But for me, for us to be together a year, like coming up to a year and a month now, for me to have not met his family.
What do you think about a guy meeting your parents 3 months in the relationship?
I think that's good. That's good. It makes my parents comfortable as well, and it makes me comfortable knowing that my family is actually appreciating it. But you know,
it shows that the person is serious as well. They can't take advantage of you.
Exactly.
Okay, let's get it.
Quite ridiculous. And on top of that, for him to say that because I'm loud, that's got nothing to do with it. You haven't even tried or seen me in that setting to prejudge and now say that because I'm loud, I can't meet your family.
Babe, I know you. Like, don't make it seem like I'm not like some random boy from your past or whatever. Like, I know you. Oh yeah, you know us Ghanaians and Nigerians, like, obviously Nigerians are a bit loud. Well, Deborah is loud personally, so how my parents might take to it is a bit,
if you know that, you still went for it.
Actually act in front of my parents, but would my parents take to the fact that she's so loud?
Even if she's Nigerian and they are loud or whatever is true or not true, you still know that and you went for her.
Exactly.
You can't go and buy an apple trying to change it to
an orange.
Yeah, trying to change it to taste like an orange or look like an orange. Come on, go and buy yourself an apple.
Or an orange, whichever one you want.
And I have to be respectfful with parents. Do I scream and shout in front of my parents disrespectfully?
But that's your parents.
Okay, I'm not going to ask that question. I'm going to get it.
Jamal, have your parents questioned whether you have a girlfriend, or have they asked any questions?
A couple questions here and there, but I kind of...
And what have you said?
I've not played it down. I said I'm seeing someone.
Okay.
Yeah, so they know somebody's there.
So now we're seeing each other now.
Gosh, let's...
Everything is gonna hurt her. Everything he says.
That's interesting.
Is there another reason as to why you might not want to be introducing Deborah to your family?
I just want to make sure I'm getting it right, if I'm going to be honest. Like I said, this is my 4th relationship and I'm hoping for it to be my last. Like, I do see
I understand his position.
a great future between myself and Deborah.
Imagine
like,
getting your parents to meet like 6 girls. That's too much.
To be my last. Like, I do
It doesn't matter. It's long.
a great future between myself and Deborah. Like, it's not it's not a me and you, it's more like a we thing.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Can you accept that?
No, I don't feel like it's right for you to have met my family and for me to not.
Yeah.
See, that's where her mind is. When someone feel like they've been taken advantage of, okay, and you don't understand what they're talking about, there's nothing you're gonna talk about is gonna work.
I know.
You need to really correct things before make them understand what you're trying to tell them.
And that actually makes me feel quite insecure. It makes me feel quite down.
Culturally, are you the same background, family values, etc.?
I mean, we're both African. I'm Nigerian,
I'm Ghanaian.
but I don't think it doesn't make a
You may
difference.
not feel like that, but
Regardless.
let me be honest with you. Yeah, with my parents, like they're the type of parents that they would expect me to be with another Ghanaian girl. However, their choices are not my choices.
Yeah, and that's more reason why I should meet them earlier so that they're prepared to meet a Nigerian babe.
And I get that, but
Take it or leave it.
It's all
That's
down
it.
to me, right? So I can't just leave that into my hands.
So when am I going to meet them?
Which family do you want to meet first?
Okay, that's childish.
That is childish. What do you mean? Which family? You should know where to bring her.
No, but that's
Maybe we'll come back
what
to
do you mean?
that
Which
another
family?
time.
Your family is your family.
Exactly.
Who is your
That's what I'm
family?
saying.
Take her to your
I don't
family.
want to talk about it.
That's so annoying. Take her to your family that you know is your family, that you respect, that you say you don't want to take her to see right now.
Exactly.
You know who you're talking about. Take her to see those people.
Maybe we'll come back to that another time. But if you want to talk about it again at any time,
I don't want to talk about it. It's very irritating for me to speak about because it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
It's not making sense right now.
Okay.
Just to remember, he walked out. She went to get him.
Bugatti and
Thank you for
Lamborghini.
coming back in. And we just explain that, these first therapy sessions, it's a lot to take in. There's a lot of emotion involved. Please don't feel that was an unusual scenario. This kind of thing happens all the time.
It's okay. Right?
At the end of the day, I said it from the get-go, this whole idea is bullcrap. Now with Denise herself, if we kind of check the credentials, which I'm sure when Trauma was booking the session, she didn't do, how do we even know she is the right person for the therapy anyway? This is not going to work. This is actually making the situation worse. It's a hot mess.
Going back to
He's just
a
complaining.
little bit earlier,
That's it.
the social platform that you're on, do you
Instagram.
trust her when she's out? I think is probably the best
course.
way to ask the question.
Of course.
Yeah, right.
Right.
There's no positivity in a whole therapy session. There's not one positive thing.
Is there anything else?
No. You didn't go there to talk about positive things
Yeah,
in your
exactly.
relationship. You went there to talk about the issues, the problems that you have, and to fix them.
Exactly.
That's why you went there. It's a pack of problems.
He's running.
That's the place you went.
Is there anything else that makes you insecure?
One of the recent issues that we had is Clubhouse again. He actually
Clubhouse.
blocked me on Clubhouse. I made that app quite late. And he decided to block me. He has this program that he does, I think, Moderation TV. And what they do is they kind of do like a take me out sort of vibe. I don't know if you know the show.
Yeah.
So he's always on stage, and girls or guys have the opportunity to say whether they, shoot their shot basically at a guy that they kind of fancy. Now, Jamel is on stage because that's his show. But what I realized is that in listening to the show, because he doesn't know that I actually knew that he blocked me because I was with my friend. It's quite a tricky situation. But anyways, I heard the conversation, and I heard that fellow members of his team who had girlfriends, if a girl wanted to speak to them, they'll say, okay, he's out of bounds. So the conversation shut down. But Jamel, on the other hand, he doesn't do that.
Available.
And so girls will be speaking to him.
Funny.
I know you're gonna say it's Clubhouse and I don't care. Girls are still speaking to you and you're entertaining it. I don't like that. And that's something that does make me feel insecure. I'm so sorry I keep bringing up this Clubhouse app, but Jamel blocking me on this platform that he's in love with is absolutely ridiculous, dodgy. I don't understand what he's doing on there. But blocking me is outrageous, and I've definitely got my eye on him.
Why are you so fixated on
Outrageous.
Clubhouse?
Yeah, because you love the app so much.
Denise, okay, with Moderation TV, there's someone called Jamal, and I say I'm Jamal. So I feel like she's muddling up the two names. That's for starters.
I know your voice.
Babe, please. And me
I love
blocking
when
her
she
is
says,
just
I know your voice.
because what's that would be so in my social media activity. I feel like I just need the time and space.
No, blocking me is dodgy. Blocking me is dodgy behaviour. That's dodgy behaviour.
Don't you feel like you're just projecting your insecurities?
No, that's dodgy.
How would you feel if I block you on Clubhouse?
They come and attack you. I wouldn't like it. It's not nice. Why are you blocking me for? What are you trying to hide?
It's just
You
the
know?
same as blocking you on Facebook, eh? Or Instagram
Yeah, I
and all
mean,
that.
it's not blocking out of anger. This one's blocking for no reason. You just don't want the person to see you at all on that app. So That one is
A bit
dodgy,
dodgy.
obviously.
Okay.
Hey, no, don't block me on social media. That's strange. Another example, then, seen as we were out on a day, and Jamel decided to go to the toilet. But he decided to stop and speak to a young lady who, till this day, I don't actually know who she is. And when he came back to the table, I actually asked him, like, okay, what was that conversation about? And he kind of just like brushed it off like it was nothing. But the guy, you were actually gone for 10 minutes, leaving me there. You were speaking to a female. Like, how do you think that makes me feel?
How did you know it was a female?
I could see.
Oh, God.
I could see. Once he tried to duck and dive behind the waiter, I actually saw.
First of all, I'm not shady. And I told her when I came back.
You do shady things. I didn't say you're shady. I say
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
First of all, I'm not shady. And I told her when I came back.
you do shady things. I didn't say you're shady. I said you do shady things.
Okay, cool. It was an old client, and we were just catching up. It wasn't 10 minutes, it was pretty much 3 minutes. We spoke about her weightless journey and how she's keeping.
Okay, so why is it that you can tell me but you can't tell me when I asked you at the restaurant?
Because we're at a date. Like, let's focus on us.
No, when I ask you a question, I'd like you to answer, please.
Yeah, but I didn't want to spoil the mood. I wanted to focus on
Okay,
us.
but that spoiled the mood because you didn't answer. You didn't answer when I asked you what you guys were talking about.
Oh, my relationship with my clientele, it's important to me, it's important to them. I have to bond with them. I'm more than just a PT. Like, I always like their therapist, but it's Deborah. Deborah being Deborah. Just forget about it.
Jamal, are you aware that Deborah's feeling insecure with these different situations?
This is the first time she's actually spoke on her insecurities and given examples, I should say, on how it makes her feel. Like, we spoke about it, but I just thought it's nothing too deep, just brushed it over.
It's nothing too deep. If I'm expressing, and this is where I feel like your anger gets the best of you, because when we discuss such a conversation, it's like he doesn't want to hear it. I think it definitely. No, you don't want to hear it.
Other than him going off at that restaurant with the phone,
Yeah.
otherwise he's very happy for you to see what's going on his phone, isn't
Oh my goodness, definitely not. Definitely not. At the mill, the same day that we were out, Jamal would have his phone on the table down, like literally can't see his notification.
Wait, and do you know why?
Why?
Because you complain about work.
Oh, now you want to twist it, yeah? Now you want to twist it?
Oh,
Interesting. Now he's twisted it.
So Denise, obviously she complains about work so much. I thought, let me just turn my phone over so she doesn't see no notifications.
That's
on the phone.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Because you still pull it out, you still open the Clubhouse, you still respond to messages, and then
What, when I'm on a date with you?
Yes.
So what, are you trying to tell me that I prioritize Clubhouse over you?
Regardless of the fact, I can't see the contents of your phone. I can count on one hand how many times I've touched your phone in 365 days that we've been together. So.
And tell me, Jamal, are you allowed to use or touch Deborah's phone?
I don't need to.
He knows my password.
Yeah, I know your password, but I don't
Do I know yours?
I think it's open.
You said I think it's open. How can you think your phone is opened?
We were meant to go to Thorpe Park. We went to Thorpe Park. He told her, I don't know why he did, and she was like, "Oh, take my kids with you." The thing is, I wouldn't mind that if she came with us. Why are we taking her children to Thorpe Park? We're not parents. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not mum. I feel as though, of recent, I've been sacrificing a lot of my time to look after kids that are not mine.
Okay.
When you become a parent, you make that sacrifice, isn't it? You drop a lot of your life for your children. Why am I doing that without being an actual mum? And the real mum is having fun.
Did you have a discussion about this trip to Thorpe Park prior to going?
With him or with his sister?
About the situation, how it was going to happen, that he invited or however it came up?
I didn't know it was happening. He wanted us to go to Thorpe Park. That was good. He went to tell his sister and then she imposed her children on us.
That's not good.
That's just my issue. And it happens many, many times. When they cry, I
See,
try
that's
and
what I was
help
gonna say. How many times has this happened?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
them. And again, they don't necessarily know. They need their mum, isn't it? Like every child needs their mum. If I don't know how to shut them up, I'm a bad person. If I don't know how to make her child laugh or smile, I'm a bad person. So why the hell does she keep giving me her children?
Okay, Denise. Wow, I literally didn't expect this. And to be fair, I'm very, very disappointed in you.
Why?
First of all, let's break down the words you're using. Dump.
Okay. the words like.
Okay, maybe wrong choice of words, but
So now, if
like
we're
that.
actually
She
speaking
accepted.
about
Maybe.
my sister that I love dearly, her children that are practically my children, and you know how much I love her children.
So why are you not taking care of them?
Out of the love that you have for me, you should love them the same, and you should look after them because you love me. If you love me and you know how much I love these kids, you look after the kids. If you're talking about my sister's kids, and I know how much I.
If I from my face, you should. Do you think she should?
I mean,
is this something she should?
Based on what he said, like if you had your sister and she has kids, they're pretty much your kids. Yeah, automatically. Sorry, I can't say that word. But automatically, I'm like there for them at the same time. But there's a limit.
Let's be realistic. How many times?
That's the thing.
I feel like Trauma, she kind of steers. It's like she likes the idea of us being together, married with kids, but I don't think she actually wants kids. Based on how she's describing my sister's kids right now, it's actually a put off 100%. How do you wake up and speak about kids like this right now? My sister's kids, are you okay?
Are you okay?
I'm not disrespecting the children. Now am I disrespecting your sister? I'm about to though. That's why we're bringing it up.
Let me tell you what's wrong with Trauma, right? Alright, cool. So couple Christmases ago, she came around to the families. I'm a tiny bit of a chef, but the ladies cooked for the day. I let them have the kitchen. So now, Trauma specifically made pasta bake, okay? But it's a Nigerian household. So majority of the people are gonna have jollof plantain. You might know.
Yeah, but there was other dishes there, babe. Don't try it.
Cool. Do you know what Trauma done, right? So when because Christmas, generally you're looking forward to the jollof or the XYZ, from my perspective, personally. Then now she said, okay, because my sister didn't like the pasta bake, therefore she doesn't like her. Like, literally that's borderline rehab. Literally. No, respectfully, that's borderline rehab.
So I need to go through rehab.
I'm not saying you need to go.
So I made it up.
That would make me
I'm just saying,
angry, like.
Just the thought process behind it.
Tell me, have you always felt this way with your sister?
She has something to say about everything I do. Everything. The reason why I felt as though she was picking on me on Christmas was because she knew the dish I made. Yeah? She didn't like it because she watched me make it. Everybody else on that table enjoyed the pasta bake. Paul enjoyed the pasta bake. I enjoyed it. We both know it tasted really, really nice. So why she had an issue with it was because she watched me make it.
That's my
she has
question.
an issue with the way I dress. So I wear, not necessarily all the time, but I could wear fitting clothes. I could have a little bit of cleavage out. All of a sudden it's too provocative.
look.
She dresses the same way I dress. So why is it such a problem?
Alright, babe, let me
Jealousy.
Alright, I'll tell you where I will kind of agree, right? Well, not agree, but where
Really?
I kind of have a mere understanding of where she's coming from. So, basically, Trauma was on a YouTube program called Backchat, right? Now, with that program, the characters on that program are sometimes it comes across like they're a bit ratchet, hood, ghetto. No, I'm saying the characters,
Screaming
not
at each
yourself.
other, like.
Yeah. Now, my sister is familiar with the program. Okay. She knows that Trauma was on the program, so obviously, automatically, you're going to kind of, think, okay, maybe the person is like that. However, with time, as she started to get to know Trauma, she's realized, okay, you know what, Trauma's not like that, and she's kind of,
Warm to her.
yeah.
When did she warm to me? Tomorrow? Because it hasn't happened yet. When has she warmed to me? Because as of 2-3 days ago, we had a little argument. So when has she warmed to me?
I don't think it's my place to say about her previous encounters, but she's never really met up or probably experienced somebody like me.
Regardless of the fact, you do shady things. On top of that, Denise, even his clientele for fitness, I can't do it. Like, it's just too many females, and he has to go to their houses as well. Like, that for me is very uncomfortable. It's just too many females.
So, what's like a G1? Because it seems like
You wanna sit on that too?
So if I'm not working, I'm not buying gifts. I've got new clients that are women. Cool, that is my market. If that's such a problem, get me clients then. No clients. How about
I just feel like there needs to be a balance.
a balance?
Have a mixture
That's what I'm
of
saying.
male and female clients. The female attention, let's just bring it down a bit because you love it. You love it. You love it. You love it. Let's just.
How easy is it to get clients? I mean, presumably you advertise and then the clients come to you.
That's correct. So as I advertise, market, majority of my clients come through word of mouth or social media. So they are the ones contacting me. So I'm not really in control of my client coming in. So that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
If
you
Deborah
kind
has
of
such a big
are.
issue about
Well,
my
I
ratio of
understand what
males
you're
to
saying.
females, help me out then.
Jamel is too booky for me. We're always
Too
having issues
booky?
about females. Like, am I dating Jamel or am I dating the females that he's supposedly working with, talking to? Like, it's just too much. It's dodgy. It's weird. I'm actually getting quite annoyed. I feel like it's quite insensitive of you to kind of not understand where I'm coming from. We spoke about this. You know about the previous situationship, let's call it, seeing as I've been in a relationship that I've been in, and you know, like, I'm naturally like a giving person. Like, I like looking after, like, you know, the guy that I'm with. But I feel like with those previous relationships, they kind of they took advantage of that. And so for that reason, when he stops doing all these things to me, I kind of feel like we're going back into that cycle. And so I find it quite insensitive because you know that and you know how that made me feel.
Is there anything else he could do? He's spoken about these very expensive presents, but is there anything else he could do to show you, to make you feel more comfortable?
That's what.
I just feel... I just think more straightforward answers. You know, if I ask you a question, just, you know, it's not, you have to be shaky about it. Like, just tell me where you're going. Just tell me what you're doing. Like, I don't know, like, am I doing something that you don't want to, like, I don't know why. The phone situation for me is just a strange one, but I don't know, like, I don't really want to be telling him to be more loose with his phone. Like, he should just be natural. Do you get what I mean? I don't want to tell him, you know, make sure you leave your phone on the table so that I can have a peek at it. Do you get what I mean? It should just be more natural.
I'm for his tranquility, let's be honest. So,
Since everyone wants to talk about Backchat, Paul, his mum, his sister, at the end of the day, Backchat put me on. Paul knows me because I was on Backchat, and I think I conducted myself properly on that show. Yeah, some people might have come and ruined this reputation, but for me, I conducted myself properly. I'm very respectful on Backchat and off Backchat, so I don't understand what the problem is.
I accept the fact that Trauma was on the show called Backchat, right? However, if my sister / people in general kind of paint her with that brush, then how can you blame them if you were on the program? I didn't send you there, you were there. It wasn't me, so
why does
what do you
that
want me to
matter?
do?
But then you pick her. You the one went for her.
Do you know what I'm saying?
So you know how I genuinely am. Ideally, we should have a better relationship than we do now. But
What I'm
because
trying to say is you need to stand up for her. Okay?
Exactly.
You know she was on that program, but then you saw something in her. That's what you have to stand up for her in front of your family.
I mean,
Let them see that.
But because she's such a bitch,
Oh,
yeah, because she's such a problem, she has an issue with me,
Let's go,
we
let's
don't
go.
get along.
Let's go.
And Paul does not defend me.
No.
Paul, this
yeah.
is the way Shoma feels. That's how she's being made to feel.
Do you want to defend Trauma in calling my sister a bitch?
No, listen. Not at all.
Drama.
In fact, what I was going to suggest is
Choice
that
of
maybe
wisdom.
moving forward,
But you gotta
could
listen.
find a way of getting Shoma and your sister together in a way that would, you know, melt down this issue that Shoma's feeling.
That would be
Good way of
nice.
thinking.
The way I see it is that could be arranged if need be.
It
But
needs be.
look,
needs
That's
be,
what
of course
I'm
it needs
talking
to be.
about.
Let's respect ourselves. Look, this is what it is, right? First of all, the bitch, just take that one back first.
Yeah, take it back, but you've heard my
Are you
point.
gonna do it again?
What you don't do that.
Answer the question.
You see cameras around.
Okay, wait. Was it the
Because
right
clearly
thing that you
that's-
done? No. Was it the right thing that you done?
I said
Calling
the
my
way
sister a bitch?
she's not okay. Listen, let me rephrase that because that might come across rude. All right, she acts like a bitch.
Oh, so you
Might not be
still
a
want to
bitch.
associate my sister with that word?
Facts,
Is it
because
her fault that you got Backchat?
she's
It's not Backchat.
but I conducted myself properly and
That's
I
not the
Backchat
point.
with
You're
ways. So what does that mean? I'm proud to have been there. What's the
That's
point?
good.
Excuse me.
It's really hard to
Put
talk
some
to.
respect on
Like,
Backchat and stop trying to talk about it like it's
That's the
one
best.
piece of rubbish that
know.
they couldn't have a chance to be on anyway.
I just
This
don't
is
like
not
the way it's
going to
go.
work if you're both talking at the same time.
It's
So
rude.
for a
Disrespectful.
second, please, you know, let's calm it down a little bit and let's talk rationally.
Okay. You don't have to be cheeky, by the way.
Carry on. She's literally giving you to speak.
Oh my days. See, that's cheeky to him. You have to be
The moral
so
of the
careful.
story, like, if you want to break it down in a nutshell, just the way she talks about stuff. Okay, the kids, we're dumping the kids. The sister, she's a bitch. Come on. Like, anyone would...
Seriously, it's about the choice of words. I understand what he means.
Yeah.
Number one, guys, let's not forget that he didn't want to be on television talking about his issues. Do you understand what I mean? So the attitude is there already. Number two, the way he's feeling, and by the way you're talking about his family, the choice of words, he can understand you have your problems, but come out the right way.
That's right.
Your brain knows who is the antagonizing person in this situation.
Shoma, can you appreciate what he just said?
Why would I have a reason to lie on your sister? Do you not think I want a good relationship with your sister?
Everyone wants.
She's just literally given us an opportunity where you can arrange a meeting where me and your sister can get together and have a talk. And you've just said if needs be. I've explained to you that I feel some type of way, and you're not acknowledging that. You don't acknowledge anything when it comes to your family. So in other words, they can treat me like shit and I should respect them. Why? Because we're Nigerian? No, because at the end of the day, I'll be very honest. Your sister's really treading on thin ice right now. Because facts. Because I'm only respecting her. No, babe. Listen. Because I'm only respecting her because I love Paul and I respect his family.
You can tell that she's being careful, but it's still coming out.
We're not far off of age, first of all, and I'm an adult. So you're not going to speak down on me because I'm dating your brother. I have brothers. I don't speak down on their partners. So I feel like she has too much shoulder in my relationship, and you need to tell her that it's you and I dating. I'm not dating your sister.
You need to bring the shoulder down.
She can't please you the way I'm pleased. She has too much shoulder in my relationship, and you need to tell her that it's you and I dating. I'm not dating your sister. Your sister and I don't have sex. She can't please you the way I'm pleasing you, so she needs to stay out.
Period.
And you need to tell her. Sorry.
She's marked her territory, like.
Your sister obviously cares a lot for you.
She's too inner.
And it could be, I'm not saying it is, but it could be that your sister is actually worried about losing her brother to...
I think so. I think it's
the
jealousy.
girlfriend.
Jealousy.
So actually,
Yeah,
she loves you so
But,
much
come on.
that she doesn't want someone to come in between you.
With my sister, we have a very good relationship.
Thank God.
She, obviously, we've been together since I was born, right?
So let her marry you then. I don't understand. How was your sister got to do this?
I knew that was going to come out.
When you really think about it, in theory, she's seen all of my exes. So, she's seen a pattern. She knows what I want out of a relationship. She knows what I want in terms of goals. So obviously, if I'm going to pick a long-term life partner, right, and Choma, we're both married into each other's
Do you know what you want?
I think
I was
it's
gonna
within
say,
her
she
right
does.
to have an oversee on what could potentially be.
Honestly, I don't know what kind of relationship Paul and his sister have. I mean, I'm not insinuating anything, but it's a bit suspicious to me. I don't understand why she's in every single conversation we have. And he's always defending her. I mean, I'm your girl, defend me. At least once in a while, do you know what I mean? If that's what Paul wants, then that's, I don't know, maybe that's how they deal with it.
It's not about defending someone, it's about doing the right thing.
I should be made aware, So if my brothers were maybe slapping you every day, you would be happy about that.
Did my sister slap you?
No, she hasn't slapped me because she wouldn't dare.
So
She wouldn't dare slap me. What I'm trying to say is,
understand
if
what
my
she
family
means.
was involved so much like your sister, not even your family, your sister, you would have an issue with that. Knowing you, knowing him, he would probably leave me because it's just too much to handle. Okay? The thing is, she hasn't even given me a chance from the jump. Do you understand? So
that's why I'm saying it would be, helpful to find a way of diffusing this emotion that you're feeling towards your sister.
if she's not going to be respectful in my house, then she can stop coming.
Denise, what you're failing to understand is that there's this toxicness coming out of Choma towards my sister. The energy is going that way. It's not coming back. She needs to deal with what's inside her first, and then we can move on to heal the world.
You see her
Choma,
face?
you need healing.
Oh my God.
That was rude, honestly.
I need healing from who? From your sister?
From yourself.
No, let me tell you something. I will heal perfectly if you stop her from coming to the house. Honestly, I won't complain again. If I don't have to see your sister again, maybe I'll accept Christmas and our wedding day because we're getting married. Then she doesn't. I don't.
No. Listen, the thing is, sorry, babe, for cutting you off. In this world, yeah, I keep saying everyone's space. The only space you have to have a peace of mind is your home. Everywhere you will go, the only place you have the peace of mind is your home. And you guys live together, you gotta respect that.
That's it.
If she feels uncomfortable with someone in that environment, you still want to be with her. If you still want to be with that person, you're gonna have to do what makes them happy. The same thing. Even if it stood up at some point for her,
exactly,
she would have felt. I don't think she would feel the way she's feeling now.
No standing up for her at all. You need healing. You need therapy.
It's
Psychiatrist, like that's rude.
Not listening.
Rude stuff. Anyway.
Honestly, true to God. If you can do that for me, babe, then I'm fine. Since you don't want to listen.
Babe.
Pardon?
Paul would have an issue with that.
But then he's not taking into account what I am saying.
Babe.
His sister hates me.
Babe.
And he thinks that it's normal.
I think she feels like crying.
Go away, man, because you're not listening.
You say you need healing again.
The fact that she's bringing us here and she keeps on bringing it up,
it's actually
those are the type of things that she needs to deal with within herself.
Why did you come to make her feel pain?
Basically, that's what she needs to practice for herself. Because if you're still bringing up stuff since lying out long,
that means it's still occurring and it's still hurting her.
At least even giving a listening ear.
Just listen.
Even if you don't do it and you just understand the situation for the
even
person.
just okay, babe, I understand. It just makes you feel nice.
Simple.
Like, just little nice words. Not you need healing.
Simple, no.
Pissing me off. Honestly.
Deborah's never had a boyfriend before, and I feel like that is taken almost a toll within our relationship. All these expectations and expecting me to do particular things. Like, where is she actually getting these ideas from? What? Love and hip hop.
Love and hip hop.
Like, Deborah has this unrealistic view on relationships. Like, I just don't understand. Like, who's in her ears? Her family, social media. Like, she's never actually experienced one. This is her first chance to actually experience one. Like, I'm tired of her just having this superficial opinion on what relationships are when she's never really been in one.
Is there a reason that you have never had a boyfriend before?
I guess.
I don't know. I don't know the reason, but I have siblings, all my sisters, they all have boyfriends. So there's an expectation and there's a standard of guy that I'm going for. And I've expressed that to Jamal.
I feel like experiencing something compared to just seeing around you is two different things.
I'm in a relationship. We've been together for a year.
You know what I mean?
Okay, Jamal, I find it quite insensitive. Jamal knows a lot about my past and my past situationships, let's call it, seeing as I haven't been in a relationship.
Tell me about that.
So, at a point in time, I lived with my auntie and my uncle, and I saw their relationship, and I did not like what I saw. I saw that my auntie would do everything for her husband, from the finances, from washing his clothes, the housework. And for me, I kind of vowed to myself, like, that's not a relationship. I don't want to ever be the woman doing that in a relationship. And for that reason, I'm very particular about how I want my guy to be. And actually, to answer your question, I think that's why my previous situationships, let's call it, hasn't worked. I was manipulated by this guy. I feel like he took advantage of me. There's a lot of things that he did and I found myself doing, which is what I said I did not want to do. So one of the reasons why I did get with Jamal is because he didn't show me that at the start of the relationship. He was being that male figure. He was looking after me. He was buying me the gifts. So it's like now when he's kind of like backtracking, it's very uncomfortable for me and, like I said, insensitive, because you know how I felt at that time and you kind of met me after I came out of that situation with that guy. So.
No, that makes sense. It does make sense. But what research did you make for yourself?
About
You know about a guy. You know what you want, the kind of guy you want to date. Go for a guy who is already made.
No, that's true.
A guy who is always going to have a bunch of money in there. When these programs are always coming, he's going to always have the money to pay for you. Not someone who always thinking about even paying their bills every time.
Yeah.
You're going to have understanding to grow with this person to build that life you want.
Yeah.
Other than that, then go for someone who is already made. If not, you're going to disturb yourself and other people.
That's true.
Guys, most guys will show you all this flashiness in the beginning because of what they want to get, a cookie. I'm not saying that's what Jamel's case is here, okay? I'm trying to say the girl is pretty. He went for a pretty girl. He's in a relationship. Now he's going deep. And there's he's fighting against certain things, his family and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
But again, guys, do your checks in the beginning.
That's right.
I'm sorry for making you feel like that, but I feel like...
See the way this couples, see the way he responded.
Yes, exactly.
It could be what she's saying is not true or stupid, but first accept what you say makes the person understand that you were listening. What did he say? I'm sorry that I make you feel like that.
Well, I'm sorry for making you feel like that, but I feel like just coming from that place, I definitely understand it. I feel like now we need to think about a solution to move forward. That's why we're here. And that's why I obviously brought it to therapy as well, because I feel like it's great for both of us, but as individuals as well, like we're still in a relationship, correct? But there's still things that we deal with as individuals. Like emotions and dealing with particular things, past traumas and situationships. And I've always been that safe space for her. She's been my peace of mind, and vice versa. Like, I feel like we're at our best when we actually understand what we're saying, we're communicating, we're getting what each other's saying. Like, she's beautiful inside out. And I told Deborah this all the time.
It's great to hear you saying the word we.
I know.
When you're in a couple situation, it's music to my ears to hear people saying, we like this, we do that, we do the other, because that means you're working as a team. And for any relationship to work, it has to be teamwork.
A team. So why are you sitting there?
Do you think that there's a future of you two working as a team?
I'd love to think so. I just hope it's mutual. That's the reason why we're here today. Like, we actually want to move past this. I see Deborah potentially being my wife. That's why I'm doing crazy things. Like, I'm working.
He said wifey.
Did you see how she looked?
Have aspirations for ourselves, and just continuously building.
I don't trust him. Sorry, I'm sorry to say. Like, I'm really sorry to say. I know you're trying to be sensitive, and I appreciate that thing. But at the same time, I'm not entirely happy. If I'm honest.
Actions. Action speaks louder than words. She wants to see certain things. She wants to hear certain things. Jamil, where are you? Oh, okay. I'm really with my guys. We're playing FIFA. So you'll be truthful, actually, that you're playing FIFA, not sitting somewhere having a drink.
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
That's right.
Just be honest.
Just be honest.
Just be
That's
honest.
it.
It's easy that way, guys.
Hey guys, that was nice. I enjoyed it. It was interesting to see how they're progressing as time goes on.
Do you think Paul is progressing?
Oh my days, Paul is just getting worse and worse. Like,
because
he's
he didn't give in. He's not giving in. He doesn't want to do it. But I think he's being immature because, to me personally, I would rather not go on a program than to go and sit there and embarrass myself.
Isn't
like
it?
this.
It's not nice. It's not nice. It was being rude to the therapist, rude to Chioma. It's just not good. Like, he's the one with the toxic vibe, if anything.
It just proves that your sister definitely
Got
doesn't
something
like
from
her.
you.
Do you know what I mean? Because what reason? What guys feel it up?
If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching till the end. We really appreciate it. It means
Appreciate
a
you,
lot.
a lot.
Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you want more Blue Therapy, put it in the comments below. And even if you don't, we're still gonna watch it anyway.
And leave your thoughts.
I mean, it is what it is. Sorry. And guys, please, of course, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment box. Tell us what you think about Chioma, Paul, Jamel, and Deborah. Tell us what y'all think about those couples.
And again, most importantly, what do you think about the therapist herself?
Yeah, the therapist. Yeah.
I think she's doing a great job.
Yeah, she's.
I think she's the reason I'm saying this is how she's actually handling Paul,
exactly.
controlling the environment.
Exactly.
Smart.
Yeah, that's a really good thing to do, because some people can really intimidate you, but she's really controlling
She's
you well.
holding her ground.
Good for her. Guys, thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.